Welcome everybody to another live streaming session of the Frost Block. I'm Alexander Frost, your host, and it is April 8th, 2015. The game on the docket for today is one that I've been wanting to share with you guys for a while now. So let me calmly turn down the music. Go ahead and kill that webpage. There we go, that should be just about the right volume. That is a very good saying, Life Siphon. People are smart, a person is smart, people are imbeciles. And yes. Alright, where is... there it is. Today, my friends, we're going to play a game that I have had my eye on for a while, called Dungeon of the Endless. I remember when it was new on Steam about a year or two ago, something like that, but it was before I began my plunge, my descent into the madness of buying things from Steam, because I had very little money at the time, and, you know, I didn't want to waste my money, because I had so precious little. I was still working at Papa John's, so every paycheck was dismally low. But, I put it on my wish list, and then I finally came back to it and got it when it was really cheap, and I'm glad I enjoyed it. So, Dungeon of the Endless can be best described, at least by me, as a roguelike dungeon explorer / tower defense game. And I think the best way for me to explain it is just to kind of point things out as we go, because if I try and explain everything, I'm just going to be sitting here for about 20 minutes explaining everything while you stare at the intro screen. So, without any further ado, let's jump right into it. And once again, as I said in the intro that I cut out, there is a thunderstorm going on around me. There may be a tornado warning, so if there's a power surge, the stream may end. If I hear the alarms go off that say a tornado's in the area, I'm going to stop the stream, but I will keep going for as long as I can. So, together, let us enjoy a new adventure into Dungeon of the Endless. Now hopefully the volume level is alright. I feel like the game might be a tiny bit quiet, so I'm going to take a moment here and actually bring up the game volume just a teeny tiny bit. Hopefully it's not going to turn out like it did in Please Don't Touch Anything, where it was super loud and I didn't realize it until better than an hour in. So, the game starts off with us escaping from a penal colony transport ship that is attacked, for whatever reason, and we have an escape pod that we are in. We start with two characters. There are various escape pods that we can unlock as the game progresses. Changing escape pods will change up the gameplay. We'll actually add different bonuses, penalties, and even switch to different modes. I'll go ahead and show you what they look like. I don't have them all unlocked, though. The infirmary pod here. Let's see. Apparently, we have more health points. The cost of healing is reduced. There's no auto-healing at the end of a turn. And most in-game items are replaced with drugs that provide buffs with some side effects. So, yeah, that'll be interesting. The armory pod. You get to start with 4 heroes instead of 2. Some weapons are supplied at the start. There are no additional heroes found in the dungeon. There are no modules except for food, and there are no offensive or industry modules to be researched. Yeah, we're not going to mess with that. The library pod, which is locked. The drill pod, also locked, if I remember correctly. The drill pod is essentially the endless version of the game. There is no making it to the end because there is no end. It's go as long as you can until you die. It's survival mode. The sanitary pod, which we don't have. And then we're back to the basic escape pod, which we will be using. Now, I could go on too easy, because that really makes things very easy, but we'll go ahead and go with easy mode. Now, the heroes we start with, we have quite a few unlocked so far, but we're going to go with the basics here. We're going to go with Max O'Hara. I have played this game before and beaten it too, and I'm going to go with Nurse Ratchet here. Yes. I think they will work out. Let's see. Max is in the Eternal Optimist. Really, what is this? I'm trying to read here. It's really small text. Max is eternally optimistic, mostly because he is too terrified of where he is to think about it seriously. He will always be looking to profit from a situation, get extra loot, take one more object, spend less money, etc. If I'm really having trouble reading this, and I apologize for this. Okay, so he's more or less a treasure hunter, pretty simple. Nurse Ratched here is unable to do anything without screaming orders before, during, and after. An overbearing and annoying narcissist, I think it says? She does not... Oh my god. You know what? I need glasses. All of these games nowadays make their text so much smaller than they should be, and it's just really, really hard to read. In short, though, they're fairly decent, so we'll start with these two and continue onwards. The difficulty setting here is essentially the same as FTL, where easy is normal and too easy is easy. Okay. Where to start? Where to start? Well, for starters here, there's a lot of information here too. We'll start off with our heroes. Actually, no, I know what I'm going to start off with. I'm going to start off with options. And I'm going to see if I can change up... Yes. Will this make it bigger? It does make it a little bit easier to read. Okay. The game does operate somewhat in real time. It operates on a turn-based system. I'm free to make my characters move around and do things until I open a door. When I tell them to open a door, the enemy takes a turn. My objective is to find the elevator that is somewhere in this dungeon, take the crystal to the elevator, and then get out. Pretty simple. We have different kinds of currency. We have dust energy, which can be used to power up rooms. You know what? Let's just go with it. Let's just go with it. How do I select both? Control? No. How do I... Shift. That's how I control both. Okay. There's just so much here, I'm just going to have to explain it as I go. Alright, right-click. Now that I'm opening a door... Alright, we got lucky. There are no enemies in here. Alright, whenever I open a door, the enemy can take a turn. Enemies will spawn in darkened rooms. Rooms that are connected directly to my crystal here will automatically, or not automatically, can be powered up by clicking the mouse button, the mouse wheel. And that takes about 10 dust energy. By doing so, I have access to the various nodes. This is the large main node, and these are sub-nodes. Okay, now, every time I open a door, I can get some dust, I can get various resources. This is science, industry, and food. Science, oh my god, there's just so much to explain. Yes, Dwight, is very much a turn-based strategy, so I can actually pause the game at any point by pressing the spacebar, and I could still, just like FTL, make plans and such, which is wonderful. Let's see, I don't have any modules to destroy. Alright. I can create various modules. Creating a science center will increase the amount of science I gain per turn. Industry will increase the amount of industry I get per turn, and then food will give me more food per turn. Pretty simple. Those are the primary nodes. I don't have any secondary nodes right now, except for one, which is the Prisoner Prod. Costs 3 industry to build, and will fit into the smaller nodes here, and it will attack any enemy that walks into the room. Pretty simple. So I think for starters, we're going to go ahead and start off with industry, because to me that is the most important. There we go. Let's see, go ahead and make... No more, I can't make any more because I am out. out of industry, but that's okay. The food I can use to actually heal up my characters if they're injured, and I can also level them up using it. I can also use it to hire new characters. Let's see. Used chitin. This is rare. I've never actually gotten an item on the first level. Part of a large... brings my attack cooldown down. It also decreases my speed, but increases my defense. So among them, who is the best right now? He has 11 defense. What about Nurse Ratched? She has 16. His speed is 34, hers is 32. So right now, as it stands, he would benefit most from this. Alright? There's nothing else for it. Do they have any special skills? Right now, only have her passive skills. Alright, so it's probably better to let Nurse Ratched carry the crystal when it comes time. Got your back. Defense boost when grouped with others they trust. Right? And you, sir, you have a good one if I remember correctly. Endless Expert. I get a bonus to science just by having him in the team. Alright, so that works out well. Alright, there's nothing for it. Let's go on ahead and have them both advance to the next room. Ooh. Alright, and I got +6 to industry. Alright, let me go ahead and power this room as well, and then if it will let me, it won't. I don't have enough of anything, so move on. Ooh. Okay, you can't really see it because I don't have enough dust, but this item, this is a research post. Research posts allow me to research new items that I could potentially build. And hello everyone, welcome. Phantom Master, DM Wimp, Teddygram, welcome everybody. This will allow me to research better items to build, like the auto dock shards, the smoking gun, etc., etc. But as you can see right now, I don't actually have enough of anything. And since this is a darkened room, if I go into the next room, there's a chance that enemy monsters will appear in this room. So, why don't you go first? Alright, go back. Combat is automatic. Your characters will just automatically start attacking. There we go. What do I want to build next? I should probably build, because I want to level them up as quickly as possible, a food reactor. So now I get +7 food per turn as opposed to +4. And I do apologize for not being able to add the chat. Even in windowed mode, it still blocks over like half of the screen. Alright, let's see. Don't think I need to worry about auto dock shard. What does this do? Adds health regen to heroes in the same room. Okay, so some secondary modules are active and passive. Some will actively attack enemies, like the smoking gun. It will actively attack enemies that walk into the room. Whereas passive ones, like this auto dock shard, will just give buffs to enemy, or will give buffs to allies. I'm going to go ahead and research this. Now, it's going to take, looks like, how many turns is it going to take? It's going to take 3 turns, so 3 doors, and I will have a new item. For safety's sake, since I don't want this to get destroyed, I'm going to go ahead and add a prisoner prod, and then I'm just going to have Max here proceed onwards. Found 10 dust, good. Oh, enemies behind me. Alright, so far so good. Perfect. We have enough power. Let's go ahead and power this room. You want to power up as many rooms as possible. Because for every room that you keep powered up, that's one less room that the enemy can get into and spawn into. They'll still walk into the room, but... Alright, let me go ahead and level you up. So now he has an active skill that I can activate called Verbal Abuse. When activated, allies in the same room will basically get an attack boost and a bit of a defense boost as well. I have to be careful about when I activate it though. Let's see, Prisoner Uniform. All it does is up his defense. There's no point in him using it, but I will let Nurse Ratched use it because she has nothing else she can equip right now. Alright, I think we're good. Go on ahead and advance. Continue advancing. Phantom, this game is called Dungeon of the Endless. It is a dungeon crawler / tower defender, and it is roguelike. And it is amazing. Alright, be careful, buddy. Okay, time to get him out of there. Okay, gotta keep an eye on his health. He's doing okay. Okay, pause. Out of the room. Fortunately, you will auto-heal between turns, which is wonderful. Whew, that could have ended badly if I had not been careful. Let's see, I need more industry. Because I just need more. I also need to build more science as soon as possible. Alright, let me continue onwards to the right. Yes, the dungeons are randomly generated. It's all random. It is all random. So there is no set path to follow or anything. Sweet, we have Auto Dark Shards. Let me pause the game and move him. Let me think here. What do I want to do? I can't build any of those, but I can build the Auto Dark Shards, which I will put in here. And I think I will add another Prisoner Prod here, just for defensive purposes, and basically let him come back. It should be noted that whenever the enemy is taking a turn, it will take longer for modules to be built. On the other hand, outside of turns, it's very quick. So, we'll let the enemy come. One more coming. Alright, it's going to take, looks like 4 turns for that to come back, so I might have wasted it, but that's okay. Alright, Nurse Ratched, can you level up? No, you need 30 food, so I'm not even going to worry about that right now. I'm kind of low on the dust front, so I'm a little concerned, I'm not going to lie. Go ahead and open that door. Alright, some rooms, when you open them, will automatically be powered by a mysterious source. These are wonderful, wonderful rooms. Killing enemies will also earn me dust, which is nice. I have an auto heal that tells me that there are more enemies coming. Let's see how Nurse Ratched handles herself. Alright, battle's over. Excellent. So rooms like these are absolutely wonderful. Now, did I pick up any other items? No, I did not. Alright. I'm not gonna lie, this game can be very, very long. Okay, good news, bad news. Good news is, here's the elevator. I have to get the crystal here. Bad news is, all of these rooms are unlit. Oh, okay, looks like this room is powered by... Okay, no, I powered that room. But yeah, dark blue means the rooms are not lit. Light blue means they are lit. If I grab the crystal now and try and get it up here, every door in the entire dungeon will open, and rooms that are dark will spawn enemies, and I don't want that to happen. What I want to do is build up enough dust so that I can light all of these rooms and light the shortest path and set up a defensive barrier to keep enemies behind, because enemies will keep coming endlessly until I leave the dungeon. So what I want to do is continue to explore. and build up more resources. Because more resources... Oh, no. Okay, alright, let me think about this for just a second. Best move would probably be going ahead and have him hot-foot it back over here and join Nurse Ratched. Because there was a lot of fighting about to go down here. There we go. We just let the enemy come. First stage is usually very easy. It's usually very easy. But that doesn't mean you should let yourself get lulled into a false sense of security, because it will kill you. Also, every resource that you have at the start, all the resources you have at the end of a stage, will carry over. So you want to be careful about how much you spend as well. As far as I know, there's nothing I can do to actually build up the amount of dust. There's no machine that will build more dust for me. In fact, I'm just going to hold off here. What I think I want to do that might help is to go on ahead and build a prisoner prod in here. No Autodoc shard. I do want to build a couple of prisoner prods. That way, any enemies that spawn in here and in here, they walk through here and they'll get shot up. And that works for me. That works for me. That's what I want. In the meantime, Nurse Ratched, I don't know why I didn't think about this, I can also, after I finish research some more, which is very good. Let's see, Hollow Hero. I can upgrade my prisoner prawns to level 2, or I can use the dust field generator? Let's see. Okay, so yeah, this actually is another passive that works out very well against the Autodoc shard. This will give a boost, so you know what, this would actually be wonderful to have. Also, if I don't like the research that's currently available, it changes every time I research something new, I can spend a little bit of science and randomly generate 4 new things for me to research. Now, unfortunately, it looks like... Yeah, I can't power up any other rooms right now, and I can't add another primary node, so I'm just going to have to play it slowly and cautiously. Speaking of cautiously, let's go ahead and add one of those. One of those. That will do. That way, any enemy that tries to get through here will get slowed down and damaged. That's the name of the game. You want to slow down the enemies so that by the time they reach your heroes, it doesn't... Oh, wow. It doesn't turn into a slogfest where they have to face a horde of high-powered, strengthened enemies. In some cases, they may not even make it out of the room. Just like that. That works out very well. Besieged? No, I have not played Besieged. Not much of an interest, really. I'm not doing so well on the dust front. It's looking like I might have to haul this crystal through these darkened rooms, even if I don't want to. And I don't want to. But, you know, you never know. It all depends on what I find at the end here. Well, see there was some luck. Alright, so this room by itself is completely powered, and I got enough dust to light up another room. So I can light up this room. Wonderful. And while I'm here, I can go on ahead and add another science generator. And, let's see, a prisoner prod, just for the heck of it. And let me add an Autodoc shard in here, and let me move Nurse Ratched up here, because this, I'm not worried about this anymore. This is the new choke point. Right there she is. So enemies that come out are going to have to come from here or here. This is good. This is very good. Right, I don't have enough to get another prisoner prod. I do have enough to level her up, so let me do that. Alright, she can add health regeneration, so this is a very good thing to have. This is a very good thing to have. This is why I like this game, because I can actually pause and take my time in it. It is multiplayer, and when you play multiplayer, you can actually have one person control one person. It depends on how many people play the game. If 2 people play the game, one person controls 2 characters, another person controls 2 other characters. Whereas if there are 3 people, I think it's 3 people control 3 different people, and then the 4th person is whoever hires another person first, and if it's 4 people, 4 people, 4 people. But since it's multiplayer, you can't pause the game when you play multiplayer. And there is actually a achievement for not pausing the game, but I've already gotten it. Wait, what's this? Grass Sim? What is Grass Simulator? Do I want to know? Is it exactly what it sounds like? That's what I really want to know. Is it exactly what it sounds like? Alright, the dust field generator has been unlocked. I got some more industry, so I'm probably not going to build anything else new. I think I will power this room just to cut down the direction enemies can come at me from, and continue onward. Since it's the first stage, it's pretty small, the map. In fact, that was the last room. Ooh, what do we got? More food. Excellent. Oh, Nurse Ratchet's under attack. Fight for your life! Alright, so it looks like no matter what I want, I'm not going to be able to power all of the rooms leading to where I want to go. In fact, the best I can do is to power this room. Yeah, I'm not too thrilled at that prospect. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and have Nurse Ratchet run down here. She'll grab the crystal. And my plan is she'll grab the crystal. Max will hold this choke point while she runs. Once he reaches this point, I'll have them both advance, hopefully, to the elevator room, and then that'll be that. So, here we go. Go ahead and pick it up. Got the crystal, let's sneak it out, she yells loudly. Alright, here we go. And whoever holds the crystal is not only twice as slow as normal, they cannot actually attack. All they can do is run, and they can't put it down. Now, as it stands right now, we're holding out pretty well. So we should be okay. Alright, everyone make your way over there. Actually, Max, you hold here. Alright. Everyone's in the room. Time to go. Yes, I've heard about Deus Ex Mankind Divided. It's the advertisement for it has been right there on Twitch all day. Actually, I'm thinking about, well, now I need to finish Human Revolution, but I'm definitely going to get it. It's not on the PS3, which makes me sad, but I can get it on PC, so that's not entirely a bad thing. Let's see. When my mom said life is a struggle, is this what she meant? Yes, that's exactly what she meant. So yeah, we just made it to floor 2, and we have to get through all of these floors. Oh. Oh